Hello citizens, how is it going? In this video we're going to ask, are City still favourites to win the league? And there's a couple of things to talk about, and the first thing is the Tottenham game over the weekend. We did get beat 3-2, Harry Kane winner of course, who didn't see that coming. And we were exploited pretty hard on the counter-attack. Our defence was showing up pretty poorly, I think. I don't think anyone in that back four can say they had a good game, because I don't think they did. And going forward, we really created nothing either. I mean, yeah, we put in a lot of balls into the box and we had shots on goal, 21 to be precise. But we created 0 clear-cut chances, and that was the stats. That's not just me saying that. The stats were we created 0 clear-cut chances, and they created 4. They only had 6 shots at goal, and 4 of them were clear-cut. So that's where we are, and we are still top of the league. And even if Liverpool win their game in hand, we are still 3 points at the top of the league. And it could go down to whoever wins at the Etihad out of City and Liverpool. It could come down to that game. And I'll take a point from that game right now. I really would. I think we all would. But let's look at it a little bit. So, a few people have said that I've kind of overreacted to the Tottenham game. Maybe I have. It is our first defeat in a while. It's only our 3rd defeat in the league this season. We've won 20, drawn 3, lost 3. We've scored 63 goals, which is 1 fewer than Liverpool. And we've conceded 17, which is 3 better than Liverpool. Our goal difference is plus 46 and Liverpool's is plus 44. And that's good to remember, because we have won the league before on goal difference and we may need to do it again. And if we fail to do that, if we fail on goal difference, where is that problem? Where we fell short? It's the striker role. It's not signing a striker. One of the things City have been good over the last few years, particularly with Pep, is signing our players early. We don't leave things last minute. So we went in for Kane, we failed, and Pep said we failed 4 times for Kane. Why do we not have another striker? Why did we not have another one lined up just in case? I know it was a lot of money we spent on Kane, and they probably thought, well, if we're not going to spend that money on him, save it for next season and go again. But we knew we were going into the season without strikers, so to be at the top of the league is pretty good. And at the beginning of the season, we weren't exactly favourites to win the league. I think myself included, we all thought Chelsea would and Liverpool would be above us. So we're top of the table and we're going strong. But again, and it's easy to harp on about as well, isn't it? We've had a few decent results. We've conceded quite a few goals. Well, not really. We've conceded very little goals, but we've conceded a number of goals in certain games. And then in them games, we can say we've conceded 2 against Liverpool at Anfield. Fair. We conceded 3 at home to Leicester. Okay. We conceded 3 at home to Tottenham, and we conceded 2 at home to Crystal Palace. Them teams have pace up front. They have pace and they have power. And that's where we're failing. We're not stopping that really still. And we don't have that in our locker either. We can hit teams on the counter-attack. We've got quick players. We've got Mahrez, we've got Sterling, we've got Foden, who will run and who are capable of breaking the line. But we're just lacking that typical striker role, And I think one of them would change everything. And one of the comments that I saw in a video earlier was that why not give Delap a go? And I've said it over the last few weeks. I know he's been injured quite a bit this season. But in that Tottenham game, if you're going to play Foden at number 9, who's really not going to achieve much up there on his own, yeah, he has the work rate, he closes the keeper down, and he forced Hugo Lloris into a few, mistakes. I remember Lloris kicking the ball out, play a few times, and he didn't want to be on the ball. Foden hunts him down. That's what he does. But if you played Delap in that role, what were you missing, really? Not much. You're pumping balls into the box. He's got a better chance of going for it. He is going to attack every ball. He's got something to prove as well. He's going to go for it. So maybe give Delap a chance. I'm not saying give him 90 minutes, but I think we should be playing him more. I know we played him in the cup competitions as well with mcfc, and they both look decent when they've come on. Don't forget, Delap won us a penalty. And mcfc, I think mcfc looked really good on the ball, and he looked really assertive and really aggressive with it. When he collects it, he ran out the defence. But in them FA Cup games, he's bringing them on evenly. Again, like he's bringing them on like with 5 minutes to go, 10 minutes to go. Give him a chance, give him a little bit soon. Because I don't think, as a team, if we played Delap now or any other youth team striker in that forward line, I don't think they're going to cost us any games. I don't think they're going to do any worse than what we would do now. I don't know who you would take out. I mean, I think one of the problems we're missing as well is that we've had Grealish injured for a couple of weeks. I know he's not had the best of seasons. I think we can all agree with it. But I would also say that Grealish gives us another option. I think when Grealish is at number 9, I think we do a little bit better. Yeah, he's missed quite a few one-on-ones this season, and a few people say he needs to score more goals, which he does. He does need to score more goals. But that will come in time, and that will come in his second season. but he's also got that height and he's got that ability to hold up the ball and draw a foul. And that's what we're missing as well up there. We've also missing Jesus. I think we're missing Jesus big time. Jesus was brilliant at the beginning of the season in that right midfield role. And obviously Jesus, when he came to us, he was first playing up front. He was looking to be the replacement for Sergio or playing alongside him a couple of times. And I think having Jesus in the last couple of games would have massively helped us as well. I know we won at Norwich 4-0 and we won at Sporting 5-0. But in that Tottenham game, if we had Jesus and Grealish, I think we would have done just a little bit better up front. I don't know. That might just be me. But I don't think Mahrez is exactly in top form at the moment, although he took his penalty really well. I mean, to handle that pressure, because it was a long wait he had, then he smashed it top corner. That's how you take a pen. So great on him. And yeah, I just think, just give them a chance, If it's the Lap or McAtee or whoever, I don't think we'll be worse off where we are right now. So are we favourites for the league? Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because I think that defeat, even though it's our first defeat in quite a long time, I think it's our first defeat. It's 17 games in the league or something daft like that. It's actually swung the momentum towards Liverpool quite a bit. Liverpool have had a little bit of a kick because they've got Mane and Salah back from AFCON, which is kind of boosted them massively because they've, that's going to give them a bit more confidence. And it's kind of like getting two new signings, isn't it? I know it's not, but Salah coming back is a huge boost to them. And Mane as well on the back of the AFCON competition he had. And they've always got that Luis who's fitted in quite well with them. I know Jota's injured, and I think Jota's been their best player this season. I know Salah's scoring all the goals, but I think Jota's been wonderful for them. So I think it's swung back into the favour of Liverpool. And again, you could argue that if we had to go to Anfield and play, not the Etihad, if the game was at their ground, I think we'd all be a bit more bored than what we are. Because at the Etihad, you kind of expect us to handle it a little bit better. The fans are going to be for us rather than for them. So you'd think it'd be a little bit easier, but our home performances this season have not been as good as they have been away. I think away from home we've been much better. Again, that's just my opinion. And, it's one of those tough things. Like I said, are we favourites for the league? People are still going to say we are because we're top, of course. And even if Liverpool win their game in hand, we're 3 points clear. So everyone's going to say we're still favourites to win the league. I just hope that we can hold out for a little bit more the way we're playing and we can keep going. Of course, I said it earlier, we play Everton away next, and Everton are hit and miss. You don't know what team you're going to get. We got United after that, and derby games can go either way. Even when we were horrible, we were a bad team, we could beat United. Not often, but we did beat them every now and then. So that game could end up anything as well. And then we got Liverpool in a month or so. So I still think the title is, we're probably still going to be labelled as the favourites in the media and news and stuff like that. But it's something to be wary about. And I do think that the tide has shifted slightly towards Liverpool. And I think if Liverpool fail to beat Leeds, I think it's going to swing back in our favour. And that's the thing about football, isn't it? It's constantly swinging. And as fans, I guess we can overreact to a result on the weekend. And, we get carried away both ways. You look at, you win, you beat a team in a cup competition, and all of a sudden you think you're the best team in the world. Beat Sporting 5-0. And we're going on about how we're the best team in Europe, get beat by Tottenham, and suddenly everything's falling apart. Just got to trust in Pep, trust in the players. And I will say that maybe I overreacted against Tottenham. Just maybe. But I saw a lot of problems there that I've seen in other games. And I've mentioned it before, the home games this season against Southampton, Palace, Tottenham. I've seen issues there. And I saw them away from home. I saw Brentford, Villa, Southampton. We can get got at. And when we don't score and we're not clinical up front, this is what can happen to us. It can happen, and when a team hits us with pace and they hit us right and they break that line, we're in trouble because we've got no way to keep them on because our centre backs are too slow. Although, Diaz is phenomenal, Laporte as well. Stones, I'm surprised he's not playing Stones more because I think Stones has been brilliant this season when he steps in. I think it's time to bring him in for Laporte because I do think Laporte had a bad game against Kane. So I think I'd bring Stones in now for Everton, I really would. Maybe bring Stones in at right back instead of Walker because I think Walker is pretty poor against Tottenham. So, yeah, that's just my little 2 cents about it. I think, like I said, City for me, probably still favourites to win it, although I think it's shifting slightly. And I think we'll have a better indication at the end of this weekend coming up after the Everton game and after Liverpool have played their game in hand. Yeah, thanks for watching. And, you know, football's all about opinions, and I appreciate every single opinion. I appreciate all the comments and stuff. I do try and reply to all of them. I do think it's quite important as well. And I will look at making a Discord channel this week and start putting them. So hopefully by the end of this week, and by the time we play Everton away, which I will be doing a watch along, make sure to tune in for that on Saturday as well, joining the conversation. Let me know just how wrong my opinions are. I will have hopefully made a Discord channel, and I will have the link for you all in the descriptions, and I'll let you know so you can all join and we can all talk about City, and again we can all share our opinions. And I'm hoping to do some live match reactions soon as well. I think it's time to start doing that, start to get more people with their opinions on the channel as well, so maybe we can do a few fan forums as well and talk about City, and I'll have a good chat and we can all share. Although just remember, it is all about opinions, and football's never personal. Don't take football personal. Don't do it. You know, it's not a personal attack on you. It's not a personal attack on the players. You know, if you say a player has a bad game, they're not a horrible person. I love every single one of these players. I think we have the best squad. I think we have the best personalities in the league. I just, you know, you can claim, you can criticize a player though when they play poorly. But it's not a personal attack. Never make it personal. And too often in recent weeks we've seen players, you know, attacked personally and physically as well, unfortunately, over the weekend with Foden. And I'm not going to do a video on that because I don't want to give that any airtime and give these idiots any more fame or whatever. But yeah, it's all about opinions, and just respect the players and respect each other as well. That's what it's all about. So thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, and it really does help, honestly. I know, like I said, if you disagree, drop in the comments. I will try and reply. I do see it. Obviously work gets in the way as well, but whenever I do, I will reply. And thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out. And like I said, I'll make a Discord channel this week for us all to join, and make sure to tune in on Saturday for the Everton game, although I'll be doing a match preview in a couple of days for that. And I will probably do a reaction to Pep's press conference as well ahead of that game. So thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out. Bye-bye.